Peace, peace, peace. So, how's quarantine going for you guys? I know the extroverts are probably, melting in the carpet, just waiting to go outside and have physical interaction. Us introverts are okay. We're just basically waiting for everyone else to go back outside so we could be inside by ourselves comfortable. um, in the meantime, in between time, what are you guys doing with your money? That's important. While you're waiting for the stimulus one-time check if you're in America. Um, Hopefully you watched my previous videos on budgeting and saving. This is definitely an emergency type situation where budgeting will come in handy as well as saving. I'll link those videos in the description so you can check those out. Today we're going to discuss credit scores, or credit, and what is it. It's going to touch on credit scores as well as credit reports. So, you know, stick in here with me so we can figure this out together. What credit is when you borrow money from a lender today and you make an agreement with the lender that you will repay them in the future. Plain and simple. That's what it is. If you pay back in between the grace period that you guys agreed upon, then you don't have to pay interest. However, if you don't, then you do have to pay interest. Interest is a fee that's added on from the lender to you for not paying the total amount due at the time. So usually they use the term interest rate, which is refers to the amount of interest that needs to be paid, and it's usually expressed as percentages. So you take out a loan for $500 with an interest rate of say 10%, that comes to $50. So if you didn't pay your amount in full, which would be, they'll tax on $50 each month that is not paid in full. So you'll owe $550 instead of that $500 if you don't pay the first month. Pretty simple, right? So another thing that people want to know more about is the difference between credit score and credit report. It's not the same thing. A credit report is a detailed report card. Think of it as a detailed report card. It's basically telling your potential lenders that you'll pay your debts back. It's detailed as, what you took out the debt for, from who, did you pay it back on time, things of that nature. A credit score is a fast way for potential lenders to see if you have paid back your debts on time without looking at your detailed credit report. So think of it as a school report card with just the letter grades and not details from or notes from the teacher. It's just the letter grade. Credit scores usually range between 200 to 850. There's different credit score models, so that means they find different ways to get to those numbers without being another video. Average, well, generally speaking, 600 and below is considered average or low credit score. So with a low credit score or average credit score, that means that they'll tack on interest if you have bad interest rates or low credit scores. You'll get higher interest rates and vice versa. So if you need to borrow $1,000 and your credit score is 550, hold on, I'll take a note. If it's 550, your rate, say it will be 20%. So that means that your interest rate will be $200. And say you had a credit score of 800, which is really good, the interest rate would be 5%, and it would be $50. So instead of that $200 you would pay with the low credit score for your interest rate, you'll only pay that $50. So that's the benefit of having a higher credit score, is lower interest rates, and you get approved for things. Credit is important because it's used by lenders to determine if you're good at money management and if you're responsible, basically. I don't think it's the best way in the world, because people do make mistakes. But this is the system that we use. So if you need to buy a car, or if you need to buy a house, get a small business loan, these are the things that they look at. They look at your credit score and your credit reports. All right, it's very important, you guys. That's a quick and basic understanding of what credit is. I'll go into another video about how it works, like what are the things the lenders are looking for, and also I'll let you know that more about the different type of credit models. What I use to get me through when this whole quarantine thing is ice cream. So what is your snack you use to get you through this quarantine time? Till next time, peace.